Okay, it looks like I am live. Sound is going to be a little bit weird for a second because I'm going to refresh my YouTube page to kind of see if, yep, it is awesome. So, yes, we are going to hit level 60 today. I'm going to try to see if I can actually, start making this frenzy build work. After I logged off the other day, I realized I had 11 Grim Favors, so we're going to start off by just going to the Tree Whispers. Before I actually get into level 60 stuff and, hit Torment and that, I want to try to complete the quest line. I have 2 quests left. Let's go with one-handed weapons instead of those other ones. And yep, level 57. I think whoever does that disturbed laughed is also the same voice actress for Variana. I could be wrong. That last sounds kind of like the raspiness of her voice. Is this weapon better? 685. It has more max life, less damage, but more damage. Yeah, I'll take it. This thing, less strength, less max life. No. No, less strength, less. I mean, it does have damage, but I don't care that much about it. There's a butcher's cleaver that I don't really need. Lucky change damage over time. Nope. No, neat. Get rid of all of that. No, not the occultist. The blacksmith. Sweet. Let's proc this. I have that all mapped out. So if each level of this only gives me another 2%, that's gonna bump me from 42 to 40, or from 40 to 48%, which is fine. Berserking increases fury generation. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. There's one that's heal for 3% of your max health for each 100 fury you spend. That's not bad. Does it go up? Yeah, it goes up. So I can heal for 10% of my max life for every 100 fury I spend. Which is doable. Basic skills generate more fury. Berserking fury generation. 12% is essentially like 1/8. It's like between 1/8 and 1/9 of it. So every point in that would give me about 1 fury per hit, which isn't great. Do you increase damage? Deal increased damage to healthy and injured enemies. That is actually pretty nice. So I might actually go with that. Yeah, let's go with that. More damage. Okay. How much time? 5 minutes. But I should do that stronghold. 15 minutes in that one. 25 minutes. That's a good time. Okay. Hi there, kitty. I will always let my cats distract me. Always. Part of what makes cats so adorable is the fact that they can distract you whenever they feel like it. Oh, little girl. Throw an axe. Sweet. Okay. I think my cat is playing with a battery on the floor. Yes. Yes, she is. Alright. Here, let's pop a potion. I want to hit level 60 soon. Bam. Precision. No zapping people. I have not nearly as many, lucky hit effects on at the moment, but I'm actually kind of pleased with, my damage so far. Okay. Gotta kill this guy. Yeah, I do plan on making it so that, oh, there's 3 of them. Yeah, let's... Yeah, let me just guide this back. Do it that one. Do it this one. I'll just do it one at a time. I was trying to guide 3 in at once, but that's gonna take too long. Guiding these ones. There we go. Don't need any of those. They are not legendary. Time to run towards that cocoon. Ruins of Kara-Isu. I'm enjoying making these seasonal characters. I think they're doing just fine. I know a few people that don't like the seasonal stuff because they're like, oh, I don't want to lose all my progress. And I'm like, but you don't lose all your progress. You just don't have access to it immediately out of the gate. And time to beat up this enraged headless husk. Beat him up! Beat him up, Sorcerer Okoi. Variana is leveling up, which is good. I gotta get her up to level 10. For no particular reason. But yeah. 3 levels and I will be doing some pretty good damage.
This is what you ask. Nice bit of kit there.
Okay, that guy is at level 60. My phone just buzzed a little. No. It wasn't anything actually useful or important. Just a nice distraction occasionally. Okay, let's go up there. Turn in this thing. There we go. I'm supposed to be doing my damage per second, my thorns as damage every second. And what is my thorns? What is my Obdicite at? 271? That's not terrible. My thorns damage, though, is only 374. I'm about to get so much more thorns damage. This game dead? No, this game isn't dead. Nah, I'm still here.
It is done.
200 weapons, nice. Some people kind of latch on to like games dying too much and they're like, oh, I don't see it full of people, it's dead. And it's like, no, people still enjoy it. They just might be on the Eternal Realm, they might not be. There we go. What, little kitty? What are you yelling at me for? I deal more damage to injured and healthy enemies. So the first chunk of their health and the last chunk of their health are going to be going down quicker. Come here, kitty. Yeah, she wants attention. She wasn't feeling too good this morning. She was throwing up a little. But that also could just be that she ate too quickly, because she likes to do that from time to time. Beat up this head-rotten Punisher. There we go. Okay. Oh yeah, I decided I was gonna like actually select one of those here soon. I also gotta set up some rune words, figure out what I want those to be. There we go. Okay. Beat up this guy. Beat him up. Yeah, this guy's... I'm sorry, I'm not knowing how to talk too much at the moment. But, yeah, essentially this is just... He's a hit sponge. He's a bullet sponge. Just absorbs a lot of damage. I don't know how that guy took 30,000 damage. That guy took 2,000 for my thorns. Can thorns damage crit? I think it can. Get back here. There we go. Yeah, now his health is moving. Get him. Probably get rid of this suppressor. Lightning, electrified obelisks. There's the terrifying one. I don't like dealing with terrifying. 35,000. Oof, that's nice. Okay. So, gonna head over here. For this thing, while I'm in this area, I'm gonna go over to this thing and snag that. Yeah, these guys are gonna die fast. There we go. Sweet. gotta get to 50. And after I get to 50, I should be good to progress into Torment. There we go. Those guys, Herald, dead. I'm trying to, why I'm going quiet so much at the moment is I'm trying to think of what rune words I might want. Beat this guy up! The Gilded Baron!
That'll come up like any other.
It's supposed to give me a 100% crit chance, and they're taking 2,000 damage. Pretty consistently, which is good. I like that. There went down here. Sweet. Gonna throw an axe right into the middle of them. Or I'll throw it too early and completely freaking miss. That's okay though. Beat up these guys. There we go. One more. Beat up this guy. Especially the one with the axes. Now the spears. Now the arsonists. And then it's gonna pop out. I didn't want that. Fine. I'll activate this. Send everyone you can. Might as well get some experience out of it, right? So, as just a tip, Frenzy is not a build for a reason. I just really like the skill Frenzy, and so I want to make it a build. And I'm like, hey, people make builds on their own. I can make a build on my own. Might as well. So, I'll be documenting how I construct a build here when I get to level 60. A lot of it ends up debating, or depending on what skills or what gear I end up getting for what type of build I want to go for. But a lot of it ends up being, I just want to test out something. I want to test out like the newer stuff that I see. And I know the season's been out for a while, but I haven't gotten a chance to play every single class. And if anyone wants to fault me for that, that's it's up to them. Hi there, kitty. Oh, good. The sorcerer is back. Let's snag that point real quick. You should not be putting points in while you level up, by the way. There we go. Killed the important ones. I'm gonna beat that guy up real quick. He's not the only one who's got a throwing axe. I have one as well. Oh, really? It's popping up there again. Alright. Screw it. Let's do Azure Wrath. I got a decent Azure Wrath on a sorcerer. I bought it for an absurd amount of money. And bought it for 1 billion gold when it's not at all worth 1 billion. It's probably worth like 100, 200 million, even though it has 4 greater affixes. But that's just because Azure Wrath is not part of any good builds, but I am trying to make a build out of it. It's on Torment 3 at the moment, so it's not terrible. It's just not good. It's disappointing. It's consistently disappointing. I'll say that much about Azure Wrath. Beat this guy up. But now, hopefully, Azure Wrath's lucky hit chance will start proccing. I should be, yeah, like those 22Ks is probably that lucky hit effect. because it's going to be doing quite a bit of damage. Beat him up. Okay, gotta get all the legendary loot. There we go. Sweet. Pop that. Okay. I'm almost level 60 already. There we go. I got 3 things left. Technically 4. So let's head here. There we go. Gonna start the patrol stuff. Ooh, Mace is rank 10. Okay, there we go. Only at like 35 out of 50. Just kind of hoping I would have progressed further. Get rid of this guy, because he's annoying. There you go.
I will not fall.
You will not fall. We'll see about that. No, she shouldn't fall. If she does, then that would have been a bug. She's not supposed to have any health. She's supposed to be unstoppable. I've noticed that these people, all of their voice actors are always, like, female. Or they sounded, at least. It's like, I haven't heard one of them that sounded like a guy. I wonder if they did that on purpose. Or if that just happened to be who they had as a voice actor at the time. Not that it really matters. Rank 90 out of 120. Sweet. How many do I have? I have a lot. The lowest is actually 200 axes and then 200 swords, but 200 maces and polearms are pretty high up there. You use what? There we go. Here, let's switch you to that. Level up the sword with it. If I saw where that ghost was, I would revive it. There we go. Don't be a cocoon. Okay, thank you. Beat up the plague bearer. Oh. Let's run as fast as we can over to the Raven.
It is done.
Chaos. Okay, let's go deal with the frogs. Because I don't know if I'm not gonna have time for the that thing, the wisp. There we go. There we go. Beat up that bio shaman. And Froggy, where are you gonna go off to? Beat up the shamans, because I don't like hearing their rattlesticks. Don't have time or care for that. I need to find one more of those. And one more frog and a body. Well, there's a frog. And on the map I see a plant. So that's frogs done. I was about to say, if you are Kakuna, I am leaving it. Because I actually need the Grim Favors more. Throw an axe. Sweet. Now I just need to wander around here looking for a corpse. Not that. Huh. Where is it? Because it's somewhere around here. Oh, is that it? That's it. Sweet. I don't really need Azurath, by the way. I'm just kind of wielding it for now. There it is. Level 60. That only took like 20 minutes, actually. That was quick. Champion of Evil approaches. Beat her up. Hit her quicker. Nope. No, don't got time. I don't even think it could spawn in a minute. But this can. Beat him up. Okay. There we go. Okay. So, gonna head back to Kedbardi. Basically calling it there that I have gotten level 60. It is now time for me to start actually making a build for this guy. One that I actually want. So, let's start by visiting Blacksmith. Actually, before I do, let me observe for anything that I might actually want. Okay. So let's get rid of legendaries at the moment. Let's see. Strength, max life damage. No. Max life crit chance, or crit damage, sure. Strength, max life. Armor, no, I'm gonna want something else. You are a decent increase. Better strength, better damage, but no max life. So I'll equip it. It's not like it really matters. Strength, max life damage, no. No, I don't need to worry about chest armors at the moment. Strength, max life, crit chance. I prefer strength, crit chance, damage, or strength, crit chance and something else, but no. No. Max health, no. Strength, max life. Oh wait, no, I'm gonna get new pants, so those pants don't matter. Chest doesn't matter. Amulet, no. This weapon, definitely not. No. 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 Awesome. So, everything. Get rid of all of it. So much loot. Strength, max life, and damage. I'll snag that. Strength, max life. Heck yes. No. No. Max life arm. No. Don't need that. Nope. Nope. Awesome. So get rid of everything. And so now you and I'm probably gonna test out, I want to test it out before I use like Grandfather and Ariel's Visage or something. I want to test it out before, but yeah, essentially that. Then from here, I'm going to use... I like one-handed swords for this idea. I'm going to need Romualdin's Magnum Opus, Ugly Bastard Helm, maybe, or Harlequin Crest. One of those. Let's see. I got gloves, I got pants, I got chest plate. Let's buy boots, but let's do that on a harder difficulty. Let's see here. Let's go and snag 1 point into... let's just... that one. Okay. Let's go to my enchanter. Enchant these to not have intelligence, but to have strength. Very good. Very good. Equip that. Equip that. Equip that. Sweet. Let's go with aspects. Okay. Actually, wait. Before we do. Salvage those. Temper. Actually, masterwork. Let's get this thing upgraded a bit. Because these upgrades are all just going to be nice. Because they're literally all going to go straight into thorns. It's like, how much thorns is that? Because I was at like, oh, 4,000 thorns. Nice. Okay.
Win favor, my friend.
So you're going to cost 25 Fury, but you're going to generate only 7. Let's enchant these. I get 1 Fury per second from that. Can I get Fury per second from this? I can, so I actually might want to re-roll that and get 2 Fury per second. Nice. That's good. I don't want that Fury on kill. I would prefer it to be something like max health. There it goes. Okay. But let's go through and get some aspects going. You? Do they have the... Let's see here. Warren, no. I want something that gives me berserking. After casting 5 basic skills, one of your active cooldowns is reduced by 2 seconds. That is pretty nice. No. 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 Well. Getting 1,000 thorns while channeling in for 3 seconds afterwards. That is pretty nice.
You welcome me when no one else would.
I'm thinking the only one here that I actually wanted is that one. Let's go to you. You need to have a defensive one, and you need to have aspect of might.
Fortune walks with you.
Actually, no, you should have aspect of might. You should have something else. Leap creates an earthquake that deals... hmm. Gain fortify whenever you do direct damage when you cast a skill, heal. Might as well go with that one. It's an okay one.
Nice.
Okay. You. Point of Fury generate, no. Steel Grasp and Iron Maelstrom. I got some ideas for other builds, so I'm gonna be testing them out as well. I'm gonna test this one out, but gain 28% increased damage in berserking for 4 seconds. No. Core skills. Kick or charge cause enemies conceded. No. Gain thorns while berserking. I'm probably gonna want that. Here, I'm actually going to be back in a moment. I have to use the restroom, so enjoy. I'm going to be thinking while I go, so bye. Alright, so back. Took a while, apologies. But from here, I'm noticing that like one of the aspects that I kind of need is not here. I definitely want that one, but that gets up to 8 fury per second. They buffed that. That is good. But there's another one that makes it so that while you're above a certain amount of fury, you're always berserking, but you lose fury per second. And I kind of want that one. But let's snag that. I mean, I don't have a lot of berserking triggers at the moment, actually. So let's deal with Paragon. This is going to take a minute, so bear with me. Okay, I'm going to go up kind of the same route that I almost always do. On this first board, I always put whatever one buffs crit strike damage, because I just like going crit strike damage, and it's always pretty good. But I suppose I should actually look through these. I'm going to probably want Ambidextrous, because that's going to buff my damage while wielding one-handed weapons, and buff magic nodes. So I might want that. That's an 8% damage increase. I'll see if I can get better. Blood Feeder, I suppose I could get, actually, hold on, before I get into that, let's look at my expertises. I can get this, 9% increased crit chance against injured enemies, double this while using 2 axes. No. Damage to stunned enemies, don't stun enemies, so that doesn't matter. 10% chance to gain 5 fury when hitting a crowd-controlled enemy. I don't crowd control too often. I suppose I am going to be able to start. Let's see. Damage increased to vulnerable enemies. Increased lucky hit chance. 8% of direct damage deal is inflicted as bleeding, or 7% chance to gain 5 fury when hitting an enemy. Double this amount of fury gained while berserking. That I think I want. It's kind of like that, but a little bit better. Yeah. So it's not a very high chance, but it's going to be consistent fury generation. Blood Feeder, I suppose I could get increased damage to bleeding enemies, increased crit chance against bleeding enemies. That is pretty useful. Like, honestly, that's just increased damage and bleeding, and all you have to, or increased damage and crit chance, and all you have to do is make them bleed, which is not difficult. Don't need brawler skills. Increased damage while wielding an axe. I don't like those specific ones. Increased bleeding damage. I don't plan on having that be my main thing. Don't plan on overpowering. Ire is going to be useful because I do plan on berserking. Not imbiber. Exploit, maybe. I don't know if I'm going to make everything vulnerable. Executioner, don't plan on using just poems. Martial is always going to be a good thing. Mortal Draw. Mortal Draw, not for this build. Dealing towards damage to an enemy increases all damage it takes, so Revenge might be good. Twister, don't plan on it. Territorial, don't plan on it. Seething. Rumble. Undaunted. Weapon Master. Wrath. So Wrath. I'll do Wrath, Ambidextrous, Ire, Martial, and probably something like Exploit. I'll get a way of making enemies vulnerable, or I'll do Blood Feeder. But yeah, let's go there. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. I suppose I'll go up here. Okay. Bleeding damage is increased by 15% of your vulnerable damage bonus up to a max of 45. Killing a bleeding enemy has a 10% chance to grant berserking for 5 seconds. Your damage is increased by 10% of... Okay, so maybe I do go... Yeah. Because that's just so good. While berserking, critical strikes increase your attack speed. That's going to be good. Each time you make an enemy vulnerable, your damage is increased. Nice. Don't plan on overpowering. Damaging enemies with one-handed weapons increase your crit chance by 1% for 4 seconds up to 8%. This can only happen once per skill cast or twice per second while channeling Whirlwind. Nice. For every 75 fear you spend, you gain 15% max life as fortified. No, don't plan. Okay. Every second they do. Ooh. Ooh, that's good. But I'm going to start off with killing a bleeding enemy has a 10% chance to grant berserking. It's a horrible board. Yeah, I think I'm either going to have it this way. Yeah, I'm going to have it this way. It's not great. Get to that thing. Get to this thing. I could do 1, 2, collect all of those, and then go 1, 2. Okay, I thought it would get me there. I could go. Still need to. Okay, yeah. So I will. Bam, bam, bam. Okay, this is the board that is killing a bleeding enemy, so I'm going to get Blood Feeder in this, which needs dexterity. 1, 2, 3. It usually goes up to 5, I believe. I believe the cap is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, can't get down to that one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I'm gonna need to go up there. 3, 4, 5. Nope. 2, 3, and then I can start. Or 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm only gonna be able to get up to that thing. Which 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then I could get to it. Or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and get to it. Alright, same then. Okay. Sweet. I can do that. And then, what kitty? Gonna look at this. Bleeding damage, no. While berserking crit chance, yes. I'm gonna want this. Yes, I'm gonna want that. Patch board. Okay, then in there I'm gonna want not disembowel. Probably ire in this one, because this is a berserking one. Yeah, I'm probably gonna want ire, which is all about strength. All right. One, two, three. Oh, they go up to 4, not 5, I think. One, two, three, 4. Yeah, in that case. I'll see. I'll see. So leave that there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Damage reduction from close enemies and fire resistance. Max life and life per second. Okay, I need to figure out which of these I'm... What, kitty? Come here. Okay, so this is life and life per second, which is also good. Come here, kitty. Stop just yelling at me over there. Come here. Okay, fine. Whatever. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We get to there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Fire resistance and max fire resistance. Cold resistance and max poison resistance. That's weird. Alright, though. No, no, no. Yes, this one, and then get one more after that. I don't... Bleeding damage is increased. I don't care about my bleeding damage. I'm just getting it for triggers. Each time you make an enemy vulnerable, your damage is increased by 20% for 5 seconds. Overpowering a vulnerable enemy grants 20% additional. I don't plan on overpowering. Next skill is guaranteed to overpower. Whenever you overpower your ultimate skills, deal 10%. I don't need that. Damaging an enemy with one-handed weapons. Increase crit chance. Yes, I want that. And then I might do that one. Yeah. Flawless technique. Touch board. There's probably a more effective way of doing this, but ask me if I care. We'll go in here. Probably Marshall. So it's going to buff crit strike damage and damage. Yeah, Marshall. Which needs just 40 strength. It doesn't need a lot of strength, it just needs 40. Which 1, 2, 3, so that's 10, 15, 20. 30. Hmm. Two, three. I'll do that. Just fill it out for now. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Where's if I get that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're 15 armor. I'll take that. And then lastly, Warbringer preview. So I mainly want that part, I think. That would be nice. Maximum Fury and Maximum Life. Your Maximum Fury and Fury on kill. Damage will fortify and damage. Okay. So I'm mostly going for that. Okay. And then what would be going here? Probably revenge. So you're going to need a lot of willpower. One, two, three. That one's 4 away, but that's okay. 1, 2, 3. Maybe 4. There should be a 5th. Either way, that should be fine. Okay. So now, let's go for all that fury. I don't really need that one. 1 fury on kill isn't much. Maximum fury could be useful. Okay, so now I think I've buffed up every one of those that I need, and now I need to start working towards buffing some resistances, I think. So your resistance and fire resistance, or fire resistance and max fire resistance, your cold resistance and max poison resistance, your damage reduction and fire resistance. Let's get cold resistance. Resistance and max life. Let's get that. Let's get that. Sweet. Paragon boards filled in. Alright. Shift C and then one hand or two-handed swords, right? Yeah, 8% of the damage you deal is inflicted as burning or bleeding. Okay. Now let's kill an enemy or refill my potions. I'm not going to kill too many things at the moment. I'm just going to test it out, basically. Okay. So my bleeding is enough, or my thorns is actually enough to just kill them outright. Okay. Yeah, thorns damage is pretty severe at the moment. Okay. Did I get the thing that made it so that... I did not. Let's get the aspect that makes it so that while I'm berserking, I might just go to Torment. This is a pretty... Like, this is not fair for them at the moment. But that's okay. Diablo isn't meant to be fair to the enemies. That's just kind of ridiculous. Yeah, let's go to Saragar. Let's up this baby to Torment 1. Possibly even 2. Let's try 2. Let's try Torment 2. And tomorrow... I do plan on streaming again tomorrow. Yeah, I'm not that good, guys. I only got up to tier 85 pit. Like, not that good. But what I'm thinking of is here, gonna get up to Torment 2. And then tomorrow I'm going to be trying to get some specific uniques for a build like this. Okay. So I'm able to balance it out. 300 armor isn't terrible. I forgot to adjust the Fury generation again. Okay, there we go. So I'm mostly relying on my thorns damage at the moment. I like how I did aspects, but I forgot my weapons, which are arguably the most important part. Oh. Somebody was complaining about their boots because it procced on their... Yeah. But hey, capture movement speed, it's, yeah, not ideal in any case, but... At least you got the other two stats to be good. I do think Razorblade is doing a significant amount of this damage. There we go. Yeah, when I got Wrath of the Berserker active, I can really start laying into people. Which is good. It's good. Channeling Shrine. Ooh, now it's even better. There we go. There we go. Enemies are just exploding in fire. It's great. So yeah, I think this build is on Torment 2 at the moment. Go. There we go. Shout at them. Do area damage based on my thorns, which is pretty useful. Sorry, I'm going quiet because I'm trying to... As I play this game, I often try to think of how I can make a build better. Even if I don't end up making it really good. I just like to see what I could do to improve it. I've never gotten to the point where I'm doing, like, consistently billions of damage. I have broken 1 billion damage before, and I was kind of proud of that. Especially considering I did it with a build that I didn't have to look anything up on. And it's not always the easiest part. But yeah, I'm trying to think about what this build needs. Managing resource seems to be a huge issue at the moment, but there is a aspect that I'm kind of missing a few of them. There we go. Kill these enemies. Okay, sweet. I can definitely clear this boss now. Oh, it's the drowned sea hag.
That's some fried coffee.
Work texted. Okay. Oh, Darn.
Starting war.
Right. That's okay. Let's go back in. Yeah, my resource is a huge problem. Look at that. Frenzy with Shard of Aethyl is kind of dangerous. Beat her up. Does a lot of damage though. Look at that. So if I can manage my resource a bit better. There we go. Imbiber, don't need, and don't need that, don't need that. Awesome. So I'm not gonna I mean, I suppose I'll upgrade them. I'll upgrade Imbiber, I'm more likely to use it. But I don't plan on it at the moment. Alright, so that is me getting into Torment 2. But I think at the moment I'm gonna leave Tad off here. I don't think Pain Gorgers is doing him much good. I want it to end up doing him some good though. I think that's doing him some decent amount of stuff. Gotta temper a bunch of stuff because like his gear is not upgraded at all. But I think I am going to end it there. It is 1 o'clock. I want to like do some other stuff before I gotta get to work, like eat some food. I suppose I'll check on my companions really quick. Yeah, let's do that. Variana, what are you trying to trade me? Here, let's pop into Torment 2. Let's pop into Torment 2. Alright, awesome. You gain 1% attack speed for every 5 seconds whenever Variana damages an enemy up to 10%. Variana's cleave inflicts vulnerables on enemies for 3 seconds. That's not bad. Let's do attack speed, bloodthirst, and then further increase attack speed. And then rapport. Alright, I got all of them already. Then this guy, rapport. Close, sweet, awesome. Yep, I'm gonna end it here. That is Tad gotten up to level 60. Tad is gonna have a field day of upgrades here soon. Cause I gotta like temper his gear. I gotta figure out what runes I want. I got a lot I gotta do. I gotta like slot some items. Yeah, he's got a lot he's gotta get done. But I'm gonna end this here. I hope you guys have a good day, and I'm gonna go and do some stuff before I gotta go off to work. Take care.